Having undergone a significant facelift over the off-season, the Eagles are defying expectations and look a side capable of making their mark in an even competition. A gritty 10-point victory over Carlton on Saturday evening was a fourth straight victory for West Coast, momentarily taking the Eagles to the top of the AFL ladder. So much for those doomsday predictions that lingered over the club through the summer. Round 5. While many had doubts over whether the side could respond to the loss of several seasoned campaigners last year, Simpson's new group has brought a fresh direction. Jake Waterman, Willie Rioli, Daniel Venables and Liam Ryan were all added to the forward line, effectively changing the way the team attacks. And while Venables and Ryan were notable absentees on Saturday, missing through injury, the side continued its manic pressure-based approach in the forward half of the field. It might have been a relatively forgettable game, but given West Coast's troubles at the MCG, a win was a win for the Eagles. Live stream the 2018 Toyota AFL Premiership on Fox Sports. Get your free 2-week trial greater than. If you're overseas, you can still stream it live on Watch AFL. Willie Rioli has been a magnificent find for the Eagles. Photo, AAP image, Hamish Blair source, Opti are now 2 from 2 in Victoria this season, another sign that Simpson's sweeping changes are quickly paying dividends. In what was their first game at the MCG in 363 days, the Eagles were made to grind their way to victory, having been shackled for most of the match. The visitors even trailed midway through the third term, but kicked 4 unanswered goals to end the quarter and effectively break the backs of the Blues. Unsurprisingly, Andrew Gaff was in the thick of the action as West Coast eased clear of its plucky opponents, continuing to win plenty of the footy, as the Eagles midfielder has become renowned for. Gaff also had a significant impact forward of centre. The in-demand West Coast free agent kicked 2 goals to go with 31 disposals and 6 clearances, having arguably the biggest say in the game when it was there to be won. Prior to Gaff's intervention, a competitive Carlton outfit had been gnawing away at its opposition. Refusing to lie down in the first half, it made another run late in the match. A 28-point three-quarter-time deficit was halved early in the final term, as the Blues responded from a horror trip to Hobart last week. Yet ultimately, West Coast's trust in its system won out. Even without Venables and Ryan, West Coast was able to keep the ball contained inside an area 60 meters from its goal for much of the match. Although they were hit by the odd Carlton counterattack, West Coast's physicality and improved closing pressure meant the visitors controlled the game. Nick Naitanui, though still rotating heavily on and off the field, was again crucial to the Eagles winning the territory battle. Josh Kennedy is leading the way. Photo, Ian Curry source, News Corp Australia. Speaking during the week dual premiership great David King highlighted Naitanui's return as being crucial to West Coast's change of tactics. Again, it proved the case. The profile of their game, given the inclusion of Nick Nat, has allowed them to be one of the best forward half teams in the competition. King told Sense Pure Footy, there was a real question mark over where Simpson would take them this year. Most people had them bottom 4 or bottom 6 in the competition, but there's been drastic change. Nick Nat has changed the whole territory game for them, given his ability to ensure they win clean clearances. They don't necessarily win the clearance battle, but when they win them they are out and gone. But while Naitanui can get the ball forward, the work of West Coast's pressuring players and keeping the footy close to goal is pivotal. Mark Leckress kicked 3 goals on Saturday evening, while Jamie Cripps finished with 20 disposals and 9 marks. Not only did their impact create more pressure for Carlton's defenders, and indeed all opponents so far this season, but it helped the club's elite group of intercepting defenders. Once again at the MCG, the likes of Jeremy McGovern and Elliot Yeo feasted on rushed Carlton kicks out of its defensive 50. If someone is coming straight at you, that frontal, straight-on pressure, you can really only go either higher go on the angle under real-time pressure, King said. That's why it's such an effective defensive mechanism. Bigger challenges await West Coast this year, its first Optus Stadium derby, against Fremantle next week being one of them. But no matter how scrappy it was, victories like the one secured on Saturday evening count for plenty for Simpson and his Ray-energized Eagles. Ray lived the action in our live blog below. If you can't see the blog, tap here.